What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Tuesday, March 19th, 2019, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt go old school in the first poster for director Quentin Tarantino's next film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The poster released on Monday featured the pair posing together in front of a yellow car and California's Hollywood sign. DiCaprio and Pitt are wearing 1960s clothing as the film is set during the Manson family murders, which took place in 1969. DiCaprio is set to play fictional fading television star Rick Dalton, with Pitt as his stunt double Cliff Booth. Margot Robbie will star as the late real-life actress Sharon Tate, whose character will be living next door to Dalton. Tate was one of the victims of the Manson family murders. Dakota Fanning stars as Manson family associate Lynette Squeaky Fromme, and Damian Lewis stars as actor Steve McQueen. Al Pacino, Emile Hirsch, Timothy Olyphant, James Marsden, and Tim Roth are also set to star. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the ninth film from Tarantino, is set to arrive in theaters on July 26. Saturday Night Live alum Nasim Pedrad will have a starring role in a new Netflix film. The streaming company announced Monday the 37-year-old actress is slated for the comedy film Desperados. Netflix shared the news on See What's Next official Twitter account. The movie also stars Jason Mitchell, Anna Camp, and Robbie Amell. The post reads, Nasim Pedrad, Jason Mitchell, Anna Camp, and Robbie Amell will star in Desperado, a new movie that chronicles one woman's panicked scheme to delete a ranting email she sent to her new boyfriend. The Hollywood Reporter says Lauren Piladimigio, a.k.a. LP, will direct Desperados with James Hope and Elizabeth Grave as executive producers. Source says that the movie aims to begin filming in Mexico in April. Desperado follows a woman, played by Pedrad, who sends a ranting email after her new boyfriend doesn't return her call. She learns the man is injured in a Mexican hospital and has set out with her friends to delete the email. Pedrad is known for starring on Saturday Night Live from 2009 to 2014. She has since appeared on the TV series Mulaney, New Girls, and Scream Queens. 90 Day Fiance alum Evelyn Cormier is set her sights on American Idol. 19-year-old television personality and inspiring singer impressed Katy Perry and the other judges with her cover of the Chris Isaacs song Wicked Games during Sunday's episode. Perry gushed after Cormier's rendition, literally one of my favorite voices I've ever heard in my life. Luke Bryan says, I think when you have a really amazing band behind you, it's going to be something crazy. Lionel Richie added, you have a sound that's yours. I don't know what you're doing, but whatever it is, it's an identity. It's an absolute amazing identity. Cormier got a yes from all three judges and celebrated the achievement in an Instagram post Sunday. She wrote, so thankful and beyond grateful. Thank you at Katy Perry, at Lionel Richie, at Luke Bryan. I'm going to Hollywood. Hashtag the next idol. Hashtag American Idol. Cormier is known for appearing on 90 Days Fiance Season 5 during her engagement to David Vasquez-Sermeno. The couple married in October 2017. Cormier announced on Instagram in December she auditioned for American Idol. She released the EP Ghost in April 2017, which included the songs Champagne and Kind Eyes. Olivia Wilde and Ellen DeGeneres gave Jason Sudeikis a long-awaited haircut. The 35-year-old actress and 61-year-old television personality cut off Sudeikis' long hair during Monday's episode of The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Sudeikis, who has dated Wilde since 2011, explained he was growing his hair out for a movie that got delayed. DeGeneres brought out Wilde to help play Barbo for the 43-year-old actor. Wilde said she had never cut hair and is not good with the scissors, but helped DeGeneres prep for the haircut. Sudeikis had a particular style in mind for his new look. He said human man. Wilde and DeGeneres transformed Sudeikis' shoulder-length hair into a shorter style above the ears. DeGeneres ended by carefully cutting the actor's long bangs. She says, you have to admit, that's kind of cute. Wilde is parents to two children 4-year-old son Otis, and 2-year-old daughter Daisy with Sudeikis. She praised the actor's parenting in an Instagram post on his 42nd birthday in 2017. The star wrote, "I have approximately 1 billion pictures of this guy, my partner in life in crime, who was born on this day in 1975. But this one represents in his latest chapter, the one in which he became a dad to a little woman who will grow up thinking all men can dance, sink a jump shot, and tell great jokes." Sudeikis will star in the new movie Booksmart, which, Wilde directed. Film co-stars Caitlin Dever, Beanie Feldstein, and Billy Lord, and opens in theaters on May 24th. Kandi Burruss says she moved forward in the surrogacy process. The 42-year-old television personality gave an update on Sunday's episode of Watch What Happens Live on her plans to have another baby with husband Todd Tucker. In a recent episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, shows Burruss and Tucker speaking with their doctor and potential gestational carrier. Burruss confirmed headway has been made. She told host Andy Cohen, "I don't want to reveal too much, but we have moved forward, God willing." Burruss had teared up in an interview with Busy Tonight in February while sharing Cohen's advice about surrogacy. Cohen welcomed his first child, son Benjamin, via surrogate the same month. Burruss said of Cohen, "He has already given me advice about how to handle the surrogacy journey. This has been kind of a thing for me and my husband, like, should we do it, should we not do it?" As she recalled, "I had made a comment. I said something about, I guess I'm going to have a baby mama. He said to me, 'Don't you ever say that.' He was like, 'Because you are the mother, and to say she's your baby mama, that's taking away from you.'" Burruss parents his 16-year-old daughter Riley with Russell Spencer and 3-year-old son Ace with Tucker. Sunday's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta showed Burruss and her co-stars attending Eva Marcel's wedding to Michael Sterling. Gwyneth Paltrow aspires to reinvent divorce following her split from Chris Martin. The 46-year-old actress explained on Monday's episode of the Armchair Expert podcast with Dax Shepard why she remains close friends with Martin after they ended their marriage. She recalled, "I just thought, I wonder if there's a way to circumvent that and just go directly to the point that we're friends. We're family, that's it. We can pretend we're not and hate each other. Let's try to reinvent this for ourselves." Paltrow announced her conscious uncoupling from Martin in March 2014 after 10 years of marriage. She said the public backlash to her approach added to the pain she was already feeling. The star said of her divorce, "I was in a lot of pain. It was so difficult. It felt like such a failure to me. It was so hard, and I was worried about my kids. Then there was this whole other layer of the world turning on us." She speculated, "Sometimes I've said things, and it's been too early in the culture or whatever. The other thing I didn't think about at the time, I think I triggered a lot of people who were the sons and daughters of acrimonious divorces or people in the middle of acrimonious divorces." Paltrow previously discussed public perception in an interview with Today last week. She gives lifestyle and wellness advice through her lifestyle brand Goop, but said she doesn't consider herself perfect. The actress said, "That's been actually the opposite of my intention. I always feel like I'm very open about my learnings, my shortcomings, my mistakes." She explained, "I think we're all in the process and we're all starting at different places. I think I'm actually a person who tries to look for ways to really support people and offer solutions and ideas." Michelle Obama says she's in awe of her daughter's resilience and curiosity about the world. The 55-year-old former First Lady discussed raising Malaya and Sasha, her daughters, with President Barack Obama in the White House during Sunday's episode of the Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend podcast. Malaya and Sasha, now 20 and 17 years old, were just 10 and 7 when Barack first took office in January 2009. The pair grew up in the spotlight, surrounded by Secret Service, although Michelle and Barack tried to keep life as normal as possible. Michelle told host Conan O'Brien, "We had to parent by creating this cocoon of normacy in a pretty crazy abnormal world. We spent 8 years just going, 'It's okay, you'll be fine, this is normal, just go to school.'" She says, "It was very much keeping them in their reality, making sure we went to parent-teacher conferences and we went to their games and we were sitting on the sidelines with them and they had sleepovers." Michelle voiced her admiration for Malaya, now a sophomore at Harvard University, and Sasha, a senior in high school. She said, "I'm in awe for my children for the way that they have managed this whole thing with poise and resilience. There's a resilience that they had to develop." She also said, We've given them so much more than any of us have ever had. They have met the Pope and the Queen, and they've done things no kid would ever do. But they've also had to sacrifice a lot of their childhood. They learn how to steel themselves and then come out not being resentful, not being cynical, and still being curious about the world. My hat's off to them. Michelle previously praised Malaya and Sasha in an interview with Today in October. She said, "They're doing fine. I'm so proud of them." She also added, "It's tough growing up in the public eye, and they spent the majority of their life in an international spotlight with all the criticism and judgment. They are down to earth, they are humble, they are normal, and it's been a huge relief." Shawn Mendes won big at the 2019 Juno Awards, which honors the best in Canadian music. Mendes took home on Sunday a leading 5 awards, including Album and Pop Album of the Year for his self-titled release, Single of the Year for In My Blood, Artist of the Year, and Songwriter of the Year. Michael Bublé won Adult Contemporary Album of the Year for Love. Post Malone won International Album of the Year for Beer Bongs and Bentley. Arkells won for Group of the Year. Bahamas won Adult Alternative Album of the Year for Earth Tones. Tory Lanez won Rap Record of the Year for Love Me Now. And Ariel Levine won the Juno Fan Choice Awards. The ceremony, hosted by Sarah McLachlan, took place at the Budweiser Garden Centre in Ontario, Canada. McLachlan, Arkells, Bahamas, Tyler Shaw, Bulow, Kirill the Pirate with Lord, Loud Luxury, Jeremy Dutcher, and Blake Pulivo, Nav, and the Wreck Laws performed. A taped version of Mendes performing In My Blood was also presented. J. Cole, who has developed a reputation of releasing albums that don't feature other artists, has said in a new interview that he wants to be more collaborative. Cole said about releasing a collaborative song to GQ and a feature published on Monday, "Well, I don't have any right now that I really want to boast about. Not saying it's impossible, it's just about getting out of my comfort zone." Cole's last 3 albums, Forest Hills Drive, For Your Eyes Only, and KOD, have reached platinum status without any features, a fact that has turned into an often referenced joke about the rapper. Cole says, "I was loving it. I was like, word up, this is funny as hell. The second and third time, I was like, all right, it's almost embarrassing now. Like, all right, man, y'all gonna make me put a feature on the album just so you can stop it." Cole also discussed never winning a Grammy. He says, "I'm not supposed to have a Grammy, at least not right now, and maybe never. And if that happens, then it just shows how it's supposed to be." Cole released in February a music video for his single Middle Child that featured the lyricist inside a cabin that was filled with mounted heads labeled Your Favorite Rappers. And as your entertainment report for Tuesday, March 19th, 2019, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.